Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So yesterday on the 24th of January, Microsoft released new OOB out-of-band updates, also known as emergency updates for Windows 10 and Windows 11, which are fixing a bunch of known issues as I've been posting on over the course of last week. So I just wanted to pop this quick video up to let you know that if you were affected by any of those issues, that there are a couple of updates that are now available. Now, for Windows 11, 24, and 25H2, if we head into our Windows update, there's an automatic update that was made available, which is a mandatory update, KB5078127. That's for Windows 11, 25, and 24H2. And if you're running Windows 11 23H2, that'll be KB5078132. And if you're running Windows 10, that'll be KB5078129. Now, the update is fixing a couple of issues which were known issues caused by previous updates. Now, the first issue that the updates are fixing is that apps might become unresponsive when saving files to cloud-backed storage. I posted on that as a known issue last week, with Microsoft saying affected apps include Outlook, which can become unresponsive when accessing PST files stored on Microsoft OneDrive. And then the next issue the update is addressing is connection and authentication failures in Azure Virtual Desktop and Windows 365, with Microsoft saying that the January 2026 Windows update caused the Windows app to have credential prompt failures on Azure Virtual Desktop and Windows 365, and I posted on that as well. Now, just take note, although for Windows 11, the update is rolling out as a mandatory update if you have this toggle turned on. And if you don't have this toggle turned on, then you will have to go to the Microsoft Update Catalog and download the updates manually. I'll leave a video on how to do updates manually, linked down below and in the end screen in case you are unaware. You would just enter the relevant KB number for the update pertaining to your system in the Microsoft Update Catalog. As mentioned, check the video out if you don't know how to do that, and then you would download and install the update manually if you don't have this toggle turned on. But Microsoft does recommend turning the toggle on and then getting the update for Windows 11 across the board, because it is addressing a bunch of problems. And I certainly hope that this update does not include more problems, but nonetheless, only time will tell. Now, for Windows 10, it's a little bit different. The update is not being made available through Windows Update, and I don't know why Microsoft is doing this, but nonetheless, it's been made available through the Microsoft Update Catalog, KB5078129. And I'll leave this update catalog in the description if you are running Windows 10 and would like to get your hands on the update. If you are experiencing issues, those known issues as mentioned, you'll just find your relevant version of Windows 10, and here's the update size, and then you click on the download link pertaining to your version and install the update manually. As mentioned, if you don't know how to do that, the video will be linked down below and in the end screen. So a bunch of updates fixing a bunch of problems. So if you have experienced issues, get your hands on these updates sooner than later, because these are emergency updates that Microsoft is rolling out. And just take note, Microsoft does say that the updates will only show up in Windows Update if you have installed one of the updates released in January that caused this issue. And Microsoft says it recommends using Windows Update to install the update, which I would also recommend. And the OOB updates are cumulative, so it will include all protections and improvements from the January 2026 Windows Security Update released on 13th, 14th of January, as I've mentioned previously. So do yourself a favor, guys. If you have experienced the issues, get your hands on the updates sooner than later. As mentioned, for Windows 11, that will be through the Windows Update page, and for Windows 10, that will be through the Microsoft Update Catalog. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.